I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Celebrities. They influence us. They they just sometimes not for the right reasons. But I want to hear your stories about your favorite celebrities. Maybe some that aren't so favorite. Right after this. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Video Call-In Show, that show that invites you to be a live video guest on this program to talk about whatever you'd like to talk about, be it the topic of the day, it could be current events, it could be a personal project, it could just be chewing the fat with your old buddy Jim. Now, joining is easy. All you've got to do is point your browser to zoom.us, click on Join a Meeting, enter in that meeting ID right there. You will show up in my green room and I will take you first come, first serve as time allows. I'll be here for about the next hour. By the way, my name is Jim. I am your host for the Video Call-In Show. And again, I'll be here for about the next hour. My job is to listen and learn to and about you. Howdy, folks. Tonight's subject matter, by the way, was suggested by Easton Music Ministry. He does covers. He's a wonderful young man who does covers and originals, and he even calls it music that makes a difference. That is Easton Music Ministry. Wonderful kid. He's got a great thing going on. I suggest you check him out if you so desire. There's a link down in the description box to do exactly that. Now, tonight's subject is celebrities. Your favorite celebrities, to be perfectly succinct. I'll tell you a bit about how I view celebrities. One, I've never been one to be starstruck. Having worked for so long in broadcast television, you see a lot of celebrities come through. What to do, interviews, commercials, and just some of the events that we actually got to be invited to, saw a whole bunch of them. And I made it a point not to be starstruck, because I think one of the worst things you can do to those celebrities that you admire, probably over the top, is to inundate them with adulation. That means don't slobber all over them with how much you love what they do. It makes a lot of them uncomfortable. Take Neil Peart for instance, one of what I would call a celebrity who has inspired me on the drums for sure. Now, he is one that doesn't do interviews that often, even through all the years of playing with Rush. And the reason he doesn't wasn't because he was standoffish, is because it made him uncomfortable and exceedingly uncomfortable. And that's why he didn't do it. Before I get into any further, let's say hello to some folks in the chat here. We've got Raven the Commentator 2001. Says, hey, Jim, how you doing today? I am doing fine, Raven. Thank you very much for that. Wendell Live says he was going to say his favorite celebrity is Video Call-In Show. Oh, Wendell, stop making stupid people famous. How's that for you? Outdoorsy Gallo, how you doing, Chrissy? Always good to see you. Ben on Adventures, how you doing, bud? Steven Spielberg, yes, he is a fantastic creator. I would agree. Hey, Outdoors with Eric, good to see you, man. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Always a pleasure to have you here on the show. Ms. Cass Entertainment, what's up, Will? Good to see you as well. Let's see, have I missed anyone? Above and Beyond Drones, how you doing, Jim? Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson was one of those celebrities. Yeah, I know he probably had some problems in his personal life that we all heard about, but unless I was there, I can't say. But yeah, he was a great guy. Studio Geek 32, how are you? David Smock, welcome back. I call in, but I don't know if my sound works. That's okay. You can try, and we could. I won't bring you on if things aren't working right, but we can certainly try. That's not a problem at all. I have one in the waiting room as we speak, and I am not against testing and experimenting. This is not a show that is that formal. It's kind of laid back, as most of you already know. In fact, I think I should let you know that I am thinking about a pretty major change here soon. It won't be in the format necessarily. I'm still going to come on 6 days a week, basically. And by the way, that's Sunday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do a Friday recap of my shows on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shameless self plug. You got to love that. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a relatively large change up here in the way I do subject matter that I think might attract some new folks. Not that I need a whole lot of new folks. You guys are fantastic. Speaking of which, we got Not a Great Gamer in here. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Viewed this. Good evening to you, my friend. New Orleans girl. Always good to see you as well. But yeah, I'm toying around with it. We'll have to see. We'll see how that goes. Did I say hello to Outdoorsy Gallo? If I didn't, shame on me. How you doing? Yes, I did. How you doing, Chrissy? Again. All right. Since I've yammered enough, let me see. I'll give you a second celebrity before I bring up my first guest. I will give you a second celebrity that I really enjoyed most of his career and still do, honestly, and that would be Clint Eastwood. He's he's down to earth, and I think he holds pretty much the same values as I do. And of course, he is creative as all get out. Even though he did paint your wagon, Not a Great Gamer. I know that bugs you, but because you like that movie. But hey, I wasn't a fan of that movie. Oh, we've got some more people in here. Hello, Emmanuel Goffey. Good to see you, my friend. Asheville, the Roundtable. Always good to see you as well. Hey, Darian, Germany Travel Personal Guide. Good to see you, friend. Good to see you. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I know where she typed, so I get to go all the way up. Yes, actor to director. I'm a fan of somebody who is that versatile as well. I got to be honest about that, because not everyone can do it. Not everyone is a jack of all trades. It takes someone with with talent. It takes someone with drive, and you've got to be able to. Oh my gosh! No, really. This is.
Didn't really think you'd see my face now, would ya?
I did not. How are you, Raven? Good to see you.
Finally. I've been doing pretty good so far. While we're on the subject of like favorite celebrities, I have lots of them, including voice actors. I want to show you a picture that I got signed by one of them.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see this properly, but this is
let me go full screen with it. There we go.
This is me with Tara Strong during a session in Denver Pop Culture Con. She lovingly signed this picture, by the way.
Nice.
She is one of the original Powerpuff Girls. She, along with Elizabeth Daly and Cameron Cavadini, are three of my biggest inspirations for voice acting, and this is one field that I am going to college for. That's what I'm getting a radio and television degree for.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, those girls and Kristen Schaal. She seems like she might seem like a really fun person to be around, especially like when she does her Louise Belcher and Mabel Pines voices.
Very cool. Well, I gotta say, Raven, I think you've got the voice for that sort of thing. I honestly do. Seriously.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I have like a framed little autograph over here from.
Let me go full screen with that as well.
A year ago, from a year ago. This was before I went to Seattle for the 2018 Special Olympics USA Games. For those of you who don't know who Greg Sipes is, he is the voice of Beast Boy in the Teen Titans franchise, and he's also Michelangelo from the 2014 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon on Nickelodeon.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm lucky to get 2 autographs from 2 celebrities thus far.
Yeah.
And And I also like Dan Mintz, the voice of Tina. As you can see here, I'm wearing her T-shirt. And I even just wrote it especially to my first driving test. I failed it, but at least I know like what it's gonna be now. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just gotta have that Captain Marvel in me. I think Brie Larson does a fantastic job as Captain Marvel, and I really enjoyed like the Captain Marvel film from last year.
Oh, you've locked up. You've locked up, Raven.
Yeah. No. Oh.
Okay.
Am I locked up here? Hang on a second.
I think you're got. I think you're back now. I think you're back. But you did lock up right after you were talking about you got through your driver's test, and then you said something about
about Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Captain Marvel, like Brie Larson. I know everybody says that everyone in the Avengers cast hates her. Personally, I don't think that's ever true. I mean, she can be indifferent to most people, but other than that, she doesn't really possess any negative qualities to her. Not at all.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Looks, guys, if you've got questions for me or my guest, make sure that you tag me. I just saw one from you, Jim, that says failed driving test. What state are you in for safety information?
I am in Colorado. I live in Colorado.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's a very beautiful state. It's a very mountainous state. The only crazy thing about that state here is the weather. Sometimes it's too hot, sometimes it's too cold, sometimes it's snowy, sometimes it's raining, sometimes it looks like Mother Nature just can't decide. Even if we're in like the spring weather or if we're in the summer weather, it seems like Mother Nature can't decide on anything, especially during the weather.
I hear you. And I get that sort of complaint from I don't know how many people across the country. It seems like every state has someone who complains about the weather in it. And I don't know how many states says, you know what they say in Indiana, just wait 5 minutes, the weather will change. Well, I've heard that from every state.
Yeah. Yeah. And also another celebrity that I really admire is Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob. He is like the man of many voices, I can guarantee you. If you trust me, once you watch SpongeBob, I mean, like, there's almost no difference between some of his characters. You listen to SpongeBob, and then you listen to the mayor of Townsville, and then you listen to the Ice King. Like, do they sound like the same person?
Do they?
Yeah, well, they have very distinct voices. SpongeBob says, "I'm ready! I'm ready!" And then the Ice King says, "I want to marry Princess Bubblegum."
Ah, okay.
And then the mayor of Townsville is like, "I want support. Can Miss Bellum help me with my pickle jar, please?" Trust me, if you've seen the original Powerpuff Girls, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, these jokes where the mayor is just like struggling with the pickle jar because he's like really small, and then he goes to his assistant to open the pickle jar.
Well, I must say that the Powerpuff Girls came on a little bit late for me in life.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
I am a cartoon devotee. I mean, huge fan of Mel Blanc when he was alive.
Mm-hmm.
And like there was a guy who most voiceover cartoon artists try to emulate, right? Because he was
like
definitely.
They tried. And Walt Disney, you know, he's done like voices like Mickey Mouse, like back when he was in his heyday, and I don't know, but then like other people emulated his voice, like that current voice of Mickey Mouse. What's his name?
The what of Mickey Mouse?
The current voice of Mickey Mouse right now, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
We all know Disney. We all know Walt Disney was well known for Mickey Mouse. He was also well known for creating it, and he was also very well known for creating like one of the biggest animation studios in the industry.
Oh yeah. But I couldn't tell you for the life of me who does Mickey Mouse now.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like almost everyone wants to be Mickey Mouse, and it's like there was like the voice actress for Minnie Mouse. She's been like Minnie Mouse for like a while. She passed away recently, and she's Minnie Mouse is my little sister's favorite Disney character. alongside Anna and Elsa, of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's funny because my granddaughter is only, well, she'll be 2 here in a couple months, and her favorite character, of all the toys she has, is Minnie Mouse. She gravitates toward
Minnie
Minnie
Mouse.
Mouse. Yeah.
Yes,
Isn't that
yes, and
funny?
she even my little sister even likes watching Minnie's Boutique. It's basically kind of like a little Mickey Mouse clubhouse sort of thing, like exclusively with Minnie Mouse as the main character.
Oh, huh. I didn't even know that existed, honestly. That shows you.
Yeah, I was living when that existed. I mean, I was growing around that. I mean, I was starting to get too old for Mickey Mouse Clubhouse at this point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I can relate to that because I've gotten too old for a lot of those. Although, well into my 30s and 40s, I was a big fan of The Simpsons, Family Guy, and even Ren and Stimpy for
Oh
at different
yeah,
times. Yeah,
yeah, Billy West.
Billy West,
and
John
there's Billy
Cook-Lucy.
West is also a good one.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
And
absolutely.
yeah, The Simpsons. So like Dan Castanella, Yearly Smith, and Nancy Cartwright. And she was, I think she was like the voice replacement for Chucky Finster from Rugrats,
Mm-hmm.
because Christine Kavanagh, the original voice actress for Chucky, rest in peace, by the way, she was I think she quit voice acting to become a mother.
Mm.
That's what I'm kind of, yeah, that's what I know.
Yeah, that happens. That happens. Nothing wrong with that at all.
It does.
Yeah. Good
No.
for her. Good for her. Well, I didn't expect to hear someone who idolized the voiceover actors like this. So this was a big treat. I appreciate it, Raven.
Yeah. Thank you.
I should have known as soon as I saw you in the chat. I should have known that that's what you were going to want to talk about. That's awesome, though. That is absolutely awesome. These are some people who don't normally get their dues compared to live action actors. So this is really nice for them, especially.
Yeah, really nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, any others before I move on to my next guest, hon?
Well, I also have I also kind of like Taylor Swift though,
mm-hmm.
and she's like she's a good pop singer though. I'm not really the biggest fan of her recent stuff though, but her old stuff was pretty good. I like Trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Like I Knew You Were Trouble When You walked in.
Yeah, now she's one of those celebrities who probably should have stayed in her lane. I hate when celebrities get into news and politics. I wish they'd just stay out of it.
Yeah.
No matter how right or wrong they are, just stay out of it.
Yeah.
Do what you do,
Agreed.
Yeah, yeah. But I agree. I mean, I like her voice when she's got a good fold back, and yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree with you, Raven, on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, it's been wonderful. I'm so glad to have finally seen you. See, this you had nothing to worry about. You're a lovely girl, and and if this is breaking the ice for you, then I'm happy to have done so.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you'd like to say before I move on to my next guest?
Well, not
Floor
much
yours.
though. I mean, to everyone, yeah. Well, these right here, a lot of these that I have, like these are like my Funko Pop collections. And this is my little figurine. So this one that I got recently, I don't know if you've heard of this guy. This is Izuku Midoriya from the anime My Hero Academia. I started kind of getting into it a little bit late though, considering how season 4 is coming out in like the next month or so. So to any My Hero Academia fans here watching, if there's anything that I need to do to catch up on, then by all means, just tell me.
There you go, guys. You got it's in your hands now.
Yeah.
Ball's in your court.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Raven. I so appreciate it, hon.
Have a nice day.
And make sure you come back on, all right?
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Fantastic. We finally got Raven to come on in full video splendor, and I think that was perfect. I wouldn't have changed that for anything. Thanks, Raven, for sharing. I mean that. Okay, before I bring up my next guest, I know I've got a ton of things to catch up on in the chat, and you're watching me prepare for the next one. Anyway, okay, there's so many good people that came in since we started that I've missed. Oh, very good, very good. Oh man, yes, I do have so much catching up here. Let's see, Down East, detecting and prospecting. How you doing? Good to see you, Mr. Lodak, by popular demand. Cold Chasers. This must be a flash raid. Is that what I'm seeing here? That's awesome. John Wolf. Yep, flash raid. Thank you. Thanks, Ed. Appreciate that, buddy. And that would be Ed from Flashing Your Pan. Welcome, man. Who else have I seen in here? David, the producer. How you doing? I should know that. That's awesome. That is awesome. Gold Chasers in the house. Welcome, Drone Kings and Darwin. How you doing, Brad? Did I not say hello to Will from Miscast Entertainment? Hey, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for being here, pal. I don't remember if I did or not. I apologize if I didn't at first. Let's see. Who else do we have? I'm trying to roll through this as quickly as possible. Let's see. Tom Kenny. Woohoo. Who's Tom Kenny? I don't see a Tom Kenny. Oh, must have been one of the voiceover. Yeah, folks. Pardon my ignorance on that one. Placer Chaser, how you doing? Good to see you. American Gold Prospectors, always a treat to have you guys in here. Let's see. Viewed this as I applaud Raven for getting over her apprehension of being on camera. Bravo. Nice to put a face to the name. Absolutely, it's nice to put a face to the name. That's fantastic. And I again applaud Rachel for doing so. Stacy Morgan, always good to see you, my friend. Congrats on the Honer Bunnies to viewed this. Let's see if I missed anyone. Have I missed anyone? I so hate missing people in the chat because I appreciate all of you being here. There's Ed, flashing your pan. How you doing, Luke Duke? Another fellow Hoosier. Good to see you, man. Jesse Mendez, welcome. I was just watching Ed's live stream, as I always try to catch Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is the Flash in Your Pan Hangout. Make sure you make that. All right, now this ought to be interesting. Let's find out from our next guest what kind of I don't know, celebrity, I don't know, I wouldn't call them aspirations, but
I was just like, I was on my knees and I said, Holy Father, 4 fingers is just too much. Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, hey. Over here, man. Over here. How you doing?
Shit, sorry. That was awkward. Yeah. How's things going?
Oh, going good, man. Going good. Hang on just for a minute. That flintlock is an 1820 Harper's Ferry, John Wolf. It is. I have not fired it. I've had it for probably the last 20 years, and it has not been fired, at least in that time. But unfortunately for it, someone cut the barrel off many, many moons ago. So it is not of collector quality. So not a great gamer. How you doing, man?
Same shit, different day, my friend.
Yeah, I hear you. I absolutely hear you.
The answer to your thing is no, I don't.
You don't have a favorite celebrity?
No, I'll see you later on.
Okay. Well, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe. And it doesn't have to be a favorite, just somebody you've watched over the years and enjoy their stuff, that sort of thing.
All right. When I was a kid, I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love, this is going to sound real stupid, I love Fassbender as Magneto. I think he's amazing.
Michael Fassbender?
Yeah, as Magneto. He's an amazing actor. If you actually watch, like, Dark Phoenix was crap, but his acting made the show worthwhile. His acting's phenomenal.
Oh, they can't all be gems, man. I've seen some great actors in some real turds.
Well, he's an English actor, isn't he? So he's going to be good.
Ah, well, yeah, there is that.
All of us. I mean, look at Patrick Stewart.
He's good in everything he does.
I love Patrick Stewart. He's another one, actually, Patrick Stewart. Clint Eastwood. And fuck you, Paint Your Wagon's awesome.
Yeah, you're welcome for that. I knew you'd
So
appreciate it.
I did. I was it. Arnie, because when I was a kid, I don't care. I wanted to be a fireman, and I wanted to be a Terminator. As stupid as that sounds, when I was a little boy, I daydreamed. We all did, didn't we?
Sure.
So Arnie, when I was like 7, he's still a big thing to me. I respect, especially, I mean, Stallone. They take supplementation, we know that, but commitment to be in your 70s and look that fantastic.
Yeah, well, he
Yeah,
has to put food on the table, right?
yeah, need to put food on the table in years. That boy could have retired after a year of celebrity work. They're like ridiculous, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. That is the
I
thing
mean,
about being a big Hollywood actor. You do make some pretty good scratch when you're
and I'm
making movies.
assuming Arnie gets a pension for being governor.
Oh, yeah, probably. That's
Probably an insane pension as well.
Yeah, yeah, and it probably pales in comparison to what he's got in the bank.
He's worth like $250 million or something. I don't know.
I know.
He's got a few more pennies than I have. So if you're listening, Arnie, you never know. Yeah, give me some of your money. Yeah, that was much better.
That's my best. That's my best Schwarzenegger.
That was good. That sounded like a Arnie Stallone love child.
Honestly, it sounded like Bill Burr's depiction of Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a fan, by the way. Bill Burr is. You guys ought to, if you guys get a chance, go look at a clip of Bill Burr and his skit on Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's hilarious. He was a great man. He's been in the zone for 40 years.
Do you know when he came over, he could hardly speak English?
Oh, I know. Could hardly speak English. And then he wins, Mr. Universe. And then he says, I'm gonna become the biggest action star this country's ever known. No, you won't. Bam! He does it.
Yeah, people laughed at him.
I tell you what, I'm gonna marry royalty, U.S. royalty. Oh, come on, Arnie, that'll never happen. Bam! He does it.
Yeah.
I'm going to become, I'm actually doing the Bill Burr skit right now. He said he was going to become a governor of a state he can't even pronounce. They all told him he was crazy. Bam, he does it.
That was a bit weird, him becoming a governor, though.
Oh, I know.
That was a unique experience. I don't think it would have only happened. But then again, who's the other one who was in Predator? Who was he was the governor of elsewhere?
Oh, that was Jesse. That was, oh, shit. What was his last name? Jesse
Ventura?
Yes, Jesse Ventura. He became governor of Minnesota, I believe.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
I'm waiting for either the Predator or Alien to become governor of I don't know, Wisconsin. I'm just going to say Wisconsin because Wisco Style's not here.
I'll tell you what.
Thank you, chat.
If Predator had an actual fisty to fisty with an alien, not like in the movies, which is like, that'd be a good celebrity deathmatch.
Yes, it would. Now, when you say celebrity deathmatch, are you talking about the old MTV series?
Where they were like, made of clay.
Yeah. Okay. When you said that the other night, though, I wonder if he's talking about a different show than that one.
Well, we'll still put them in a ring together. It'd still be the same thing, maybe not celebrity deathmatch like made of clay, but
just to the death.
It would be like, to the death. I don't know who would win because aliens are exceptionally strong. This has nothing to do with your fucking theme. Again, I'm sorry, everyone. Aliens are exceptionally strong, but predators have got the agility, and they're smart little bastards.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, little. They're massive compared to us.
Yeah.
Oh, that bit where Arnie crushes him with the log. And he's like, I got you with my oak tree, you motherfucker. Yeah. He didn't say that, but, that would have been good.
Yeah, I don't think that was in the script. But nice ad-lib, man. Nice ad-lib.
Yeah, thank you. Bit of SNL Live for you all. I think that's what you call it, isn't it? SNL Live?
SNL from Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, that's it. Saturday Night Live.
Yep.
I love that stuff. Right.
I like the old ones. I don't like the I haven't liked them for years now.
They've gone a bit weird. Will Ferrell used to be on that, which I did.
Oh yeah. A lot of famous people that have gone so many places have been on that show. And Second City TV. I mean, hell, a lot of them who went into Saturday Night Live came from Second City Television, that's out of Canada, like John Candy, Michael Myers. Who's some of the other ones? I can't. Suddenly, I'm losing it. I actually think that that some of the original Not Ready for Primetime players, like Dan Aykroyd and I know Chevy Chase was in it, and so was who's the guy that directed Caddyshack and was in Stripes? Harold Ramis.
Well, I ain't got a clue that is, but here you go. Dan Aykroyd was in My Girl, featuring Jamie Lee Curtis and that annoying twat from Home Alone.
Yes.
I've got sunshine. That kid dies by bees. That was traumatic.
Still can't hold a candle to Wicker Man, where Nicolas Cage got the bees.
Yeah, the bees. Was it on this thing I said the other day, or was it another stream that? Right.
Not this
his
one.
acting.
Well, I think we were talking about his acting, yeah, because
his acting. He is a modern day William Shatner, if you think about it.
Yes, he is.
Good God, Zulu! Oh my God, and all of that, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna go.
All right, man. Well, thanks for sharing your faves there, bud. I appreciate that.
It's been an amazing and an intense, pointless 10 minutes.
It's never pointless, man. I take umbrage with that. It is never, ever pointless.
It's not. Have you got anyone else waiting?
I got two more people waiting.
Who?
Well, we got David the producer and Angel Muniz.
Oh, fuck David the producer. I'll stay for another 10 minutes, dude. I know you got to put up with him for ages and his stupid freaking sunglasses. Like, why, David? Anyway, let's not go into personal attacks.
Let's not.
It's because we've had a bit of a fallout, David and I. We haven't really. That's just all.
No, you love him.
I do love him. I love him in ways that I cannot explain on this stream because you just removed me.
Oh, well, it would take a lot, man. You're too good a guy.
I'll leave it on this. I love David in a way that involves cuddles and a tub of butter. I'll see you later on, and God bless.
You too, man. Thanks for that.
Maybe a tiny bit of spit.
And on that note, oh my, just gonna have to edit out that spit thing, I think. Chris Hope, how you doing? Good to see you, man. And we also have Two Real Geeks. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you as well. And, oh, and hey, look, Ghana's here. How you doing? Hello, Jim. Hope you're having a great night. I am thus far. I am actually absolutely having a very good night. Creator Spotlight Show, Mike. Guys, those of us who are creators, you need to head over to the Creator Spotlight Show. Not right now, mind you. But when this show is over, I want you to head over to the Creator Spotlight Show and watch his latest video from, I believe it was from this morning. He had some great things to say and points on inspiration, and I think all of you need to see that. So do me that favor if you would. Okay, Patty Broussard, how you doing, Patty? Good to see you. I wrote back at least about your last message. Thanks so much for that. She suggested a topic that I think we're going to bring in here soon. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. While I fumble around here, you guys talk amongst yourselves. I will talk. Hey, the weather's been great here lately. Can't complain at all. Let's see. If you guys are wondering about what I'm talking about changing up a little bit, well, you'll just have to stay tuned. And for those of you who are new and not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, by the way. Do this 6 days a week. Let's bring our next one in here. When I can say something when you get a moment there.
Hello, Jim. How you doing?
Good. How are you, David?
Life is good.
Life is good. And it is good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Great to see you too. And I'm just really sad that I don't have enough butter in my life, obviously, according to Not a Great Gamer.
Well, you've got a source. You know where to get some, I think. Whatever that means, and I don't.
That's a whole weekend right there. That's all I'm saying.
Hold the spit. I mean, if you've got butter, you don't even need spit, is what I'm thinking.
That's a whole nother show, Jim.
It is a whole nother show. Butter or spit? Okay, writing it down.
Actually, I'm gonna piss off not a great gamer, and I'm sorry for this, sausages. Sorry for that. But I did get a chance. I know. I did get a chance to meet Arnie. I call him Arnie, you know. I met him in 1980. When was Red Heat? Do you remember the movie Red Heat?
I do not remember when that came out. I remember the movie, but not when it came out.
I think it was 86, if I remember right.
Sounds about right.
I could be wrong on that. Yeah, roughly around there.
Yeah.
It was him and Jim Belushi. They filmed the movie in Chicago, where I'm based out of. And I heard about it, and they were looking for extras for the movie. So I tried out to be an extra for Red Heat. Failed miserably, but no, that's okay. I feel like I'm an actor.
Well, wait. Before you go any further, what was the audition like for that extra part?
Oh, it was.
What did you have to do?
Literally had one line, and it was, "Can't get it from here." That was my line. That's all I had to say, and I said it. And they go, "Yeah, not good enough." You suck at that one line.
Well,
but yeah, I did get to see him film a whole scene though, downtown Chicago with him and Jim, which is cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, you get a lot of that up there in Chicago compared to a lot of other places, right? I mean, it's not nearly as much as say New York or LA, but certainly more movies are shot in Chicago than they are in other joints.
It used to be a lot more. They used to have a lot more benefits for movie companies and tax relief and stuff going on. And then Canada kicked their ass and decided that they were going to give all these like better benefits than Chicago. And then Chicago just like fell off the map with movies.
My guess is that it got cheaper. The price went down and they went where the money was. Yep.
Well, union costs are so expensive in Chicago for movies that they decided just to, they do select ones now, but it's rare.
Yeah.
It's rare.
Yeah. Not a Great Gamer says, it's the wind in the city. It provides a good scenery backdrop. In some cases it does. By the way, folks, if you ever want to learn how to be a good extra, just watch Independence Day. And when the president makes his speech, there's one guy that looks just like, who's that actor? Not Heath Ledger, but the other one. But anyway, he's the dude in the helmet that they cut to and is just way overexcited, clapping, above the rest of the crowd. That's how you be an extra.
Exactly. I wasn't excited enough. I stunk at being someone in the background. How about that?
That's got to sting.
A little bit.
It's like, you don't look good enough for the background. You can stand over there. That would be me.
You know what? Could you put him a little further in the background? That would be me. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, but at least you tried. I mean, that's what's important.
Oh, I tried a whole bunch of different movies in Chicago.
Really?
Steven Seagal did a movie here. His very first movie, God, I don't remember the name of it. That was even earlier than Arnie's movie, and I don't remember what the name of it was. Something Breaking the Law or something weird like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to be of all things, I was they wanted me to be an altar boy. And I was like 18 at the time. So I wasn't a kid, but it's guess young enough to make it to be an altar boy.
Yeah.
And didn't make it in the movie, but my best friend made it. He actually got the role. Like, you son of a bitch.
And you probably told him about it, right?
No, actually, we both went to the auditions together. We'd never have been in movies. No one has ever done anything like that. At least, from my neighborhood, we never did anything like that. And we both went, and he got the role, and he got to get blown up in a church.
Nice. Yeah. And who doesn't want to be blown up in a church?
With Steven Seagal.
With
right?
Steven Seagal.
Exactly.
Yeah, can I be goon number 2?
Yeah. Yeah. You never want a number by your name because you know that you're absolutely no one in a movie.
Yeah. And you're going down. You die first. Can you imagine? That brings up a great point, because this is kind of the meme of way before the internet was. Can you imagine being on the Star Trek set and they hand you a red shirt.
Like, oh, you're
damn
done. You're just done.
Yeah. All right. When do I die?
You're after the first commercial.
Exactly. Well, they even see my face, Gene. Come on. I'm trying to use this as a springboard. Yeah. Well, I'm talking to Gene Roddenberry.
Gene, I know. I love it.
Well, at that point, as soon as they hand me the red shirt, I'm on a first name basis with everybody.
Right. So you talk about celebrities. This is a great topic, by the way. I've had the opportunity to have, a few celebrities on Juliet's show with the podcast. And my favorite celebrity, at least the one that's been on our show, is not someone who's anyone's ever heard of, ever.
Really?
But is my absolute favorite celebrity, which is A.E. Hotchner. Do you know who that is?
No.
So he was editor to Vanity Fair back in the 1930s, mind you. He's 96 right now, or 97.
Wow.
We interviewed him 3 years ago. He was Ernest Hemingway's best friend for the last 17 years of his life. Went, bullfighting with him in Cuba. Was in Florida with him during the heyday. He spent time with him in Paris. Wow. I mean, the stories this guy has blows me away.
Wow. Well, he had to have, in those prominent positions, he had to have some sort of celebrity to him, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, he helped Hemingway write portions of Sun Always Rises, I think is the name of the book.
Oh.
I'm going to get that wrong. I know that.
I know.
Probably Sun Always Rises. I think it's something like that. And he also had written several books on Hemingway. And he also, what else did he do? Oh, him and Paul Newman started that Newman's Food Company.
Oh, shit.
You know which one I'm talking about?
I know exactly. All the salad dressings. Yeah, Newman Select, was it?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But he was Paul Newman's next door neighbor and ended up starting that company with him.
Wow.
Oddly enough. Yeah, so this guy's like weirdly connected to like a lot of different people. But he had the best stories I've ever heard in my life. Ever.
That is cool. And there are a lot of people like that in Hollywood who, aren't normally in the forefront, but they like know everybody. I mean,
right.
Who knew who Harvey Weinstein was before all that broke? You know what I mean? Well, I'm seriously. He wasn't like in the forefront. If you were in the biz or anywhere close to that, you knew. But
you knew who Harvey was.
Yeah, but general public didn't really know who the hell he was until that happened. So there are so many of those in Hollywood, and I hated to use him.
People.
Yeah, I hated to use him as an example, but he's the only one I could think of recent vintage who was thrust into the spotlight, and everyone would recognize both as a horrible celebrity now, but as a non-celebrity before. So,
well, if you're a Tarantino fan, which I'm a huge Tarantino fan, you know about the Weinsteins, you know about the brothers, right? Because like part and parcel to his success, right? And God, what a weird story that is, man. If you dig in deep in that, there's some great subject matter out there on the internet. If you look up the Weinsteins and Tarantino.
Yeah. I can only imagine. I forgot to mention. Go ahead.
I know you got other people coming up. I didn't want to take up too much time, but it's always awesome coming up.
Well, dude, it's always awesome having you. In fact, I think we've talked about him before because I remember talking about Ernest Hemingway with you, and I think it was connected to him.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what kind of short memory I have.
Oh, well, believe me, I suffer from the same affliction.
I may not be 93 like he is, but my brain is, so don't worry.
Tell me about it. Well, David, I appreciate it, man. It's always fun. Before you go though, Not a Great Gamer wanted me to ask you why they call it the Windy City, Chicago. He said you've got a fantastic story.
Sausages. That's why. Sausages.
Who knew?
I love coming on your show because every time I do, it reminds me that I need a haircut. So
Well, I am proud. I am happy to be of service.
Rick Ashley thing going on here that I got to get rid of, or a Johnny Bravo. I got to get this shit done.
Hey, dude, just be thankful you have it to get rid of it.
It's a true statement.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, buddy. Well, thanks again, and keep your head down in that wind.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Sure.
Take care.
Problem. You too.
You good.
Oh, I wasn't expecting sausages somehow. Why did I not expect sausages? That seems a little short-sighted of me. But I am apt to be short-sighted. Yes. Wendell Live, I was just talking about that. Celebrities need to stay out of politics. For the love of Pete, stay out of politics or any current events. Just do what you do. Don't use your platform for whatever you think is the cause du jour, the cause of the day. I don't want to hear it from you. I want to hear from people who know what the hell they're talking about. Thank you. But hey, come on the show anytime you'd like. God damn, I think I just killed some great opportunities there. But that's okay. I do want to say hello to Bob Dip. How you doing, Bob? It's been a while since we've seen Bob. I hope everything's all right, bud. Chills TV, good to see you as well. I started this show, so I didn't have to hide my ugliness. Jelly Duck 100, how you doing, man? Good to see you, Ahmed. Oh, his actual favorite celebrity is Tom Cruise. That's an interesting one, and I don't have any problem with that. I like Tom Cruise. Some of his movies are formulaic, and I think he looks for that sort of thing, which is fine because you do what you can to be successful. Let's see. Have I missed anyone at all? Okay, let's do this then. Oh, you guys have a lot of things for me. Hey, how you doing? Jimmy C and friends, how you doing, Jimmy C? Always a pleasure to see you, bud. I was watching a bit of yours. I was lurking on one of your live streams this morning. The one you said you were early. Didn't get to say anything. I had stuff to do. So, Jim, that's for I was Dorsey Gal. Oh, Jim, the video calling show. What is the red spout thing behind you for? No, it's not for the tractor. It's actually, and she's talking about. Let me see, that thing right there. That is a fuel filler can that's actually just a cup. We went down to Florida and went to the North Turn, which is the North Turn of the original Daytona NASCAR track. And if you guys have been listening to me for any time at all, you know that I don't follow NASCAR because they still have stock car in the name. I think the racing is fantastic. To a certain degree, but now it's just spec racing. Call it what it is, and you might get me back. But because I love auto racing, trust me, all different sorts of auto racing. But I just can't get over the fact that they still call it stock cars. I come from the era where you race it on Sunday, you buy it on Monday, and factory racing was so much better back in the day. But anyway, we had to go to the North Turn because that was the original Daytona track, and that bar has been there for just ages. And of course, I had to get a drink in one of those cups. Came with one of those big stupid straws and all that. But it's really a nice little plastic depiction of a NASCAR fuel can. All right, let's do this. Yeah, restrictor plate racing, all that kind of garbage. I just not a fan. Yeah, Wendy Babs, how you doing? Welcome to the show. And by the way, for those of you who are new here and not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. We do this 6 nights a week where we invite you on to talk about whatever you want to, whether it's a topic of the day, current events, or it could be a personal project. We just come on and chat. Just have a good time, right? All right, let me do some stuff here while we bring up what I think is our last guest. I'm on about an hour each one of these nights, and that way I don't burn you guys out. And I don't burn myself out. So I'm going to, at this time, yeah, we'll close out the entries. How you doing, Angel? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you just fine. Can you guys hear me besides the echo?
Oh yeah. We hear the room echo, but it's not bothersome.
Well, some people are bothersome by it, but I just say that just deal with it for the time being. Getting things worked out just takes time, because if you ever moved into a house or an apartment, it takes time and money to get the things you need, like new furniture, new decor, new everything. And a lot of times the empty spaces create quite an echo if you've been to it. So just deal with it for the time being and don't worry about it.
Okay, good, very good. Yes, you're absolutely right, Angel, and we're okay with that. Trust me. Pardon me, I lost my bug. I got to put my bug back up. There it is.
Other than the echo and me, I've been doing well, other than the fact that I had a few seizures over the weekend, but they were no major ones, just a small petty ones.
Does that happen quite often, Angel? Just curious.
It happens like at least once every 1 to 2 months.
Oh, okay. And they're not increasing in size or frequency, right?
No, they're not increasing in size or frequency.
Good.
Whenever they do happen, it's usually just a small petty one that lasts 15 seconds to a minute.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, just as long as you're okay, man.
So, yeah, I'm fine.
So yeah, let's talk about. I know you have some celebrities that are your favorite.
Yeah.
So lay them on us, man.
But there's more than what I've said in the past.
Oh, that's good. That's what we're here to learn more about him.
Because one of my favorite celebrities that I've got to meet, and has been the only one that I've ever got to meet thus far, was Aaron Carter. Because in 2005, when I was living in Minnesota at the time, I got the opportunity to meet Aaron Carter in person, because he was signing autographs at a local Walmart, and his concert was just coming up soon enough at a local venue in the area that I was living at, where he was performing, and I took the opportunity to meet him, and I even asked if he had any spare tickets to give, because the tickets were all sold out. I didn't get a chance to even buy them from the box office, because everyone was wanting to see him, and he was early 2000s singing heartthrob for a lot of girls. But him, I loved his music, and I got the chance to meet him. And not only did he give me tickets, I also got backstage passes and a signed T-shirt that I still have, but his autograph is probably faded out by now.
Yeah, that happens. But that's very cool. Backstage passes. That's awesome, dude.
I got the chance to have the greatest experience of my life, and it cost me 0 cents.
That's even better.
Well, because the tickets were all sold out, he was signing autographs at a local Walmart in my area. Took the chance and got to get his autograph, ask him, and got a free upgrade from tickets to backstage passes.
That is so cool. And you know what they say? Some of the best things in life are free, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the greatest experience, but I love the experience to try to meet other people. But I'm guessing I might have to pay for it, which is fine.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, but not all the time. Not all the time. Are you taking off, Miscast Entertainment? If so, have a good night, man. Thank you, brother.
Flash in your pants says, "Oh, was he one of Angel's heartthrobs too?"
That's good. That's a good question. Was he?
No, that's hilarious.
It's okay if he was.
No, it's just what the flash in your pants say, aka it's hilarious. But there are celebrities that I do like them, because one of my favorite celebrities that I enjoy every season is Drew Carey, who has been the host of The Price is Right, which is the shirt that I'm wearing every season since 2007.
Cool. Who else hosted The Price is Right? Wasn't there another one in between Bob?
It was Bob Barker when the show became revived, and I believe it was someone else when The Price is Right was first introduced, I believe in the 1950s. Okay. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but I knew there was another one. But so far we've got Aaron. What was his name? Aaron Carter, and we've got
Carey.
Yeah, of course, Drew Carey, and Bob Barker's in there too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bob Barker this too, because as a kid of the 90s and all throughout the early to mid 2000s as a teenager, I really liked Bob Barker's job as the Price Right host. But the one thing I do say that I do that makes me like Drew a little bit more than Bob Barker is the fact that Drew is able to handle contestants pretty well. And sometimes Bob would just ask the contestants, no, stay away, stay away. So it's like the time when the exciting contestant got the dollar on the wheel and was like on her feet like this. He hit it behind the wheel.
I would agree with you there too. I would agree with you.
Because Drew is able to handle contestants pretty well, but there are people on social media that don't like contestants doing that kind of stuff to the host. But if Drew can handle it, then hey, he can take it.
Well, can you imagine having to deal with that many contestants every day?
I can imagine, but if you have the strength to deal with it, and your body is strong enough to handle someone picking you up and then putting you back down, or accidentally making you trip and fall, or like what George Gray did back in 2015, where he was dancing on a treadmill backwards and then fell down. If you remember that blooper at all?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Just imagine if that was Drew, and if Drew was the one on the treadmill and he fell the same way George Gray did, and Drew was able to take the pain, then hey, he can take pain from anyone, and even anything.
Bill Cullen, David the producer said it was Bill Cullen, which is an older game show host. Awesome find. Very, very nice, very nice. Well, who else, Angel? Well, just quickly, because we're
mentioned a few other celebrities in the past, but I don't remember because
that's okay.
It's been so long since I've talked about celebrities.
Well, then I'll tell you a few of mine that I forgot to mention. Some of these you'll know. Early Robert Redford. Like I'm a huge fan of the movie Jeremiah Johnson, and I think he did one of the best acting jobs in that ever. Steve McQueen was an actor that I really, really enjoyed. Bless you, by the way, but he got a cold too. No. Now, do you know any of those actors?
Steve McQueen, I may have heard of him, but not the car Steve McQueen, but the actor. Yeah, I think I've heard of the actor, but not the character from the Disney Pixar's Cars franchise.
Oh, yeah. No, different one for sure.
Yeah.
He'd long been dead.
But growing up as a kid all throughout the 90s, there has been some celebrities I like Tim Allen, who still does comedy and sketch, including his sitcom Last Man Standing, and every so often he does star into a movie. But I wish I had Tim the Two-Man Taylor a little bit ago, because the power in this area of my apartment went out, and I wasn't exactly sure what it was from, but apparently it was just one of the switches in my breaker system being faulty and just had to be turned off and turned back on.
Sure. And I agree with you. I like Tim Allen as well, in both of those series, honestly. And his stand-up, his comedic stand-up was great too.
Yeah, it was. I've seen a few of his comedy specials from the early 2000s, and there has been a few movies that I really enjoyed of him being in, like The Shaggy Dog.
Oh, I don't remember that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then there was the Santa Claus series, which was okay. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, on that note, Angel, it's 11 o'clock, so.
Oh, Jim, I love you, man.
Oh, it's always great having you on, Angel, man.
I love you. I love each and every one of you. And David, the producer, you're like a celebrity here on YouTube to a lot of people, because you're famous to a bunch of people, even though you do have a small YouTube following of only 350 something. You are a great celebrity to everyone on their panels, from Jim here to Green Bay Wacky and many others.
Right, you are. Well, thanks for that, Angel. And hey, listen, man, thanks for coming on and sharing with us. All right.
And no problem. I wish there was more that I could tell. Before I go, the other thing that I did get an autograph of was from this person by the name of Brian Wolf. He was the star of the investigation discovery series called Cry Wolf, and he was sending out pictures, and I asked for one, and he gave it to me in addition to like a letter.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Well, congrats on that, man.
Yeah, it was awesome, and I really loved his show of his the work that he did.
Yeah, yeah. Well, awesome. Again, thanks for sharing, man. I know you could probably.
On that note, I guess my burp is about to cause an earthquake. Run! Earthquake! Run! The cops are after us! Run!
Take care, Angel.
Bye.
We'll see you, buddy. I knew he would have a lot to talk about. And oh man, some of you guys are throwing up some wonderful celebs like John Wayne. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I could probably name 100 more. I just, for some reason, they don't come to me right away. And hello, Monica Tia Moni Arts. Welcome. And thank you for the shout out. Yeah, Wendy Babs, I appreciate that. Listen, folks, make sure you hit that like button if you enjoy this content. But you know what time it is now. I'm going to close this one out. We're right at the top of the hour. Guys, thanks so much for being here. I thought this was a really good show. Look soon for a change up, because I do have some content change up that I'm going to do. It's not going to change the format of the show. It's still going to be the video calling show. I'm still going to invite all good people on anytime they want to come on. And I'm still going to do subject matter as well, but I think I'm going to shake some things up with maybe a night or two, just to test some waters. But so stay with us, folks. Guys, thanks for being here. Oh, thank you, Outdoorsy Gal. Appreciate that. Yeah, trying to get a little fancy. Let's see how this one works. There we go. Hey, again, thanks for being here. And for you folks that are watching this after it's processed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. Who knows? Maybe you will be on the next one. Folks, make sure you treat others the way you would want to be treated. If we all did that, this world would be a fantastic place. I bid you farewell, and we will see you live.